Would you destroy a family to protect your own child? Because I had that power and I used it. My daughter Lily started middle school last year. Bright kid, always been social, never had trouble making friends, but something changed in October. She got quieter at dinner, stopped talking about her day, started making excuses not to go to school. When I finally got her to open up, she told me about Tyler, 13 years old, 2 grades ahead, and he decided to make Lily's life miserable. It started with name-calling in the hallway, escalated to pushing her books out of her hands, knocking her lunch tray over, cornering her after school to tell her she was worthless. Classic bullying behavior that the school seemed powerless to stop. I tried the proper channels first, called the principal, requested meetings, documented everything. The principal would talk to Tyler, Tyler would stop for a week, then come back worse. His parents never responded to calls from the school. Never showed up to meetings, just let their kid terrorize other children with no consequences. Lily started having nightmares, started asking to be homeschooled, started believing the things Tyler was telling her. That's when I decided I'd had enough. I'm the regional hiring manager for a mid-sized construction company. We employ about 60 people, good union jobs with benefits. Last month, a resume came across my desk that made me stop cold. Michael Hayes, Tyler Hayes' father. He was applying for our senior foreman position. 15 years of experience, stellar references, exactly what we needed. He was also unemployed and had been for 6 months, according to his application, desperate for work based on the 3 follow-up emails he sent. Michael Hayes came in for the interview wearing his best shirt, freshly pressed but showing wear around the collar. He was nervous, grateful for the opportunity, mentioned he had a son in middle school and really needed this job to keep up with mortgage payments. He was qualified, experienced, and would have been perfect for the position. Any other hiring manager would have offered him the job on the spot. I interviewed 2 other candidates that week. Both less experienced, both asking for higher salaries, both with gaps in their skill sets. Michael Hayes was clearly the best choice, but every time I looked at his application, I thought about Lily crying at the kitchen table. I thought about Tyler shoving her against lockers, calling her names, making her afraid to go to school. I thought about how this man had raised a child who was systematically destroying my child's self-worth, and how he'd never once responded to the school's attempts to address it. So I hired someone else, gave the job to the second best candidate, and sent Michael Hayes a rejection email. Generic, professional, no explanation. He sent back a response asking if there was anything he could have done differently, mentioning again how much he needed the work. I never replied. 3 weeks later, Lily came home from school different, lighter. Tyler's family had moved, foreclosure, according to the school records when I called to confirm his withdrawal. They'd relocated to his wife's family in another state. Tyler was gone, and Lily was herself again. But I knew the truth. I knew that I'd used my position to destroy a man's livelihood because his son was hurting my daughter. I'd made a family homeless to protect mine. Lily is thriving now, makes friends easily, loves school, sleeps through the night. She has no idea that her father ended another family's stability to save hers. And Michael Hayes has no idea that his son's cruelty cost him a job that could have changed everything for them. I tell myself that actions have consequences, that parents are responsible for their children's behavior. But late at night, I wonder if I became the kind of person I always said I hated. What would you have done? Tell me in the comments.